Good morning. Day 123 down here at the camp. Sitting down here at the camp and I was praying and I'm just hearing the word Jesus today. Jesus, the great I am, the everlasting, the mercy seat, he's everything. Jesus is just everything. What can everything do in your life? What can Jesus do for you? What has Jesus done for you? It's all about Jesus. Jesus is the King. Jesus is God. Jesus is Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit is Jesus in us. You know, God came to this world as Jesus, went back to the heavens and sat down on his own throne, his own mercy seat. What did he accomplish when he did that for all of us? He is the great I am. He is faithful, he is loving, he is the truest form of love. And what does that produce in us? We're supposed to replicate him. And without his help, we are incapable of replicating him. Without him in us, and us functioning in us, are we capable of doing anything? As far as the heavenly realm goes, as far as kingdom actions go, according to anything? Like, how can you get humble without him? How is humility even capable without God in us? Without relying on him for that source? How can we get filled with joy? Because he said he'd restore us every day. For just enough joy to make it through the day. What about so many promises that he said he would do if we just seeked him and loved him and went after him? But yet, it's his love in us that even makes us desire him. What are we without his substance in us? What are we without Jesus? What are we without Jesus? What are we? I know that trying to find his fullness, trying to find him in me, I went down some long roads because I didn't have the fellowship that I should have had. Didn't have the fellowship. I was fellowshipping with the wrong people. I'll just say that. I'm gonna leave it at that because it doesn't matter. But we need to be a body that can trust one another to at least an extent to receive. Doesn't mean we have to do what they say. And I read a post earlier on submission. Thank you, sis. And even there, man, what's it mean to really submit to Christ? By submitting to him, we gain everything. He gives us everything because we submitted to him. Therefore, we're even more free than we've ever been. And yet people want to think that they're giving up. What are we really giving? We're gaining everything. You know, and then so that same submission though, we're supposed to give our fellow saints. Not the worldly people, but the fellow saints. Submit at least to listen to them. And then why do we need to respond? Because they're either, the only time we should respond is if we need to learn more. Or if we want to educate in a proper manner, which is through love. Go, yeah, that's awesome. Hey, that's an awesome word, man. But you know what? I added to that and I did this. And it made it even that much better. That's how you edify. It isn't, no, you're wrong. What is wrong? Where were you when you began on your journey? See, pride likes to rise up. Pride. You can't be humble if you have pride. Pride's so bad. And I was full of it. I was so full of pride. I'm sure my mother can contest to that. But where and how do you gain humility? By zipping the receiving, and edifying the Lord, bringing up the Lord, teaching the Lord, preaching Jesus, talking about Jesus, telling everybody about Jesus. And then you'll just be filled with His humility, His joy, His presence. Anyway, y'all have a great and amazing day. Just think about Jesus. Make everything you do about Jesus. Just make it all about Jesus. Doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. No. It only matters that you believe and you're telling everybody about Jesus. And you're telling everybody about Jesus and what He's done for you. What He has done, not what you have done. And that just brings His humility, His joy, His presence into your life. And as He begins to trust you, He'll just give you more. And as He gives you more, you'll be walking in power eventually. What is power? That's healing the sick. When you pray, lay hands on them, they'll be healed. That's you drink poison or eat poison, it will not harm you. You'll speak in other tongues, which is the first thing you should be doing. You start to begin to walk in His power, because He said that if you believe and do these things, right, then I will be there to show signs and wonders and miracles. That's Mark 16, verses 17 through 20. Or 16 through 20, something like that. Anyway, but what does it take? It takes our humility. He's not going to power you up and give you power if you're not humble. So what do you got to do to stay humble of heart? No matter what's going through here, it's got what's coming off of here that defiles us, that makes us bad. So no matter what you're thinking up here, and it's a process to get out of that thought, out of the thought. You just keep your mouth shut. Sorry to say it like that, but that's just the bottom line, right? We've got to just keep our mouths still. And the tongue doesn't want to be still. That's just our natural fleshly man doesn't want to be still. So the new man in unity with God in us, Jesus in us, Holy Spirit, right? His Spirit, His holy presence, will humble us, will tame the tongue. If we can come into unity with that and our new birth in Christ, if we can come together there, it just tames the mouth. You just become humble. We can't make ourselves humble. We're not wise. We have no wisdom without Him, unless we come into unity with Holy Spirit. We don't have no wisdom. Because wisdom is not knowledge. Wisdom is learning when to speak. Wisdom is learning what to speak. Wisdom is doing as He says and what He says to speak. Because He will help us and tell us what to speak and fill our tongues what to speak when we need it. Humility. Anyway, have a blessed afternoon. I am down here at the wind here at the end, but down here, like I said, down here at the camp, day 123. Woo! Anyway, so I'll be back down there later. Jesus, play some more music, and be blessed, everyone. Love you all. Bye.